Hey everybody, I'm making some kolache dough. So I'm real quick going to show you what I use for this particular batch. In here, because I'm doing a double batch, is 4 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is 1 1/3 cup of warm milk with 4 teaspoons of yeast. This is 12 tablespoons or 3/4 cup of melted butter, and then I have 4 egg yolks. So here I'm going to go ahead and get this going with my dries. Get those mixed up a little bit. I'm going to start with my milk and my yeast. Get all that in there. Did put a little bit of sugar in here just to help to get the yeast going. It's on a low speed. Now I'm going to add my egg yolks. Just dump that right in. Here's the melted butter, and I did let this cool a little bit so it's not so hot. Nice steady stream. Just spread that around. There we go. Here is the dough again, and we're just gonna let this mix for about 10 minutes until it becomes smooth and elastic. So it's been about a few minutes now, about 7-8 minutes, and as you can see, we're almost there. It's starting to smooth out, and as I move it around, you can see that nice, beautiful sheen. So I'm going to give it about another minute or 2, and we're going to let it rest. So here is our dough, and as you can see, it's quite elastic and soft. Has a little bit of spring back to it, which is what we're looking for. Now at this point, I'm just going to put it into a bowl. So I'm not going to add any additional grease or flour or anything to the bowl, and I'll just let it sit. Put a lid on it, and we're going to let this sit until it doubles in sizes. So anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on your environment. Obviously, the more warmth and moisture you have, the faster it'll grow. So as one of the fillings, we're going to do sweet and savory kolaches. So in here you can see I've got some frozen blueberries, lemon zest. I have a little bit of lemon juice from about less than half a lemon, as these were very juicy lemons. A pinch of salt, some cornstarch, and sugar. I didn't measure. I tend to eyeball these things, but it's roughly maybe 2 tablespoons of sugar, and you could always adjust to your desired sweetness, and about a tablespoon of cornstarch. And I like to mix the cornstarch and sugar together to prevent clumping. And we just want to cook this enough just for it to get thick, because once we put it on the kolache, we're going to cook it again. So again, just enough until it gets thick. Now this took no time at all. This was maybe a minute or 2 tops. And see, we have nice thick filling, blueberry filling, and I had it on medium high. You could probably do it at medium, just to prevent any potential burning. So now I'm going to pull this off the heat, and we're going to let this cool. So it's been about a half hour now, and our dough has doubled in size, and it's gotten quite large, as you can see. So here's our dough, and we're just going to shape it into a ball real quick. Try to get some of the air out. nice and beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half. Normally I would use a bench scraper, although right now it's at my mom's house. So this is for the blueberry. Now we're gonna let these rest, and I'm gonna cover them with some plastic, set this aside. All right, so these are what we are using. Smoky Denmark's kielbasa with jalapeno and cheese, and Big Bark beer brats. So I went ahead and cut up some smoked Gouda to go along with the bratwurst, and here's our jalapeno cheddar. So we're gonna make little indentations. Now this dough has already been resting, and it doesn't take long. And again, these can be adjusted if you want them smaller or bigger. I didn't scale these out or measure, I just eyeballed it. So here we go. And here's our blueberry filling that we made earlier. Mix that in. Like so. Do a little bit more on this guy. All right, that's good. And now I have some extra crumb topping here. I used it for a coffee cake. Can be used for a variety of things, but just for a little added texture, and throw some on top. All right, I have the oven preheating at 450 degrees, and as soon as that's ready, we're gonna pop these guys in. So these are the blueberry kolaches that are about to go in the oven, and these ones are our sausage kolaches. These have been egg washed, and these are ready to go. Here's our final product, our blueberry kolaches. I'm letting them cool, but they look beautiful. A little bit bigger than most. As you can see, it will probably fit very well in my hand. Typically, you could dust them with powdered sugar. You could put a glaze on them, just drizzle over the top. I'm gonna leave mine just like this. I think they're perfect the way they are. I'm very happy with how they turned out, and I'm going to include the recipe. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy, and they were absolutely delicious. All of our sausage kolaches are already gone, otherwise I would show you. But enjoy. I hope you like them.